Good evening, everyone. I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, Australia. Making sure I'm not running out of my valuable assets there. My beautiful papers that are all on the floor. Now, I have not seen this card before ever. What is it called? It's called Slimline lapel card or Slimline. I can't remember. Anyway, I'll show you. And I was introduced to this fold by Maswari on the Stamping Lounge at the weekend. They did a retreat, but I'm not sharing her measurements. I love her measurements, but I don't know that I'm allowed to share them. If you come to one of my classes, we will be doing those measurements. But today I found these on Matoso Crafts, and I found that there were quite a few of these cards on the website. So lots by Tammy White. So I'm using not Jay Barry's measurements, but I do prefer, it's all in A4, but I do prefer Maswari's, so I'll probably use those. It's a slimmer slimline, if that makes sense. So our card base is 8 1/4 by 11 5/8, so it's almost the whole piece. 11 1/2, 11 5/8. We just need to take a tiny bit off the edge, just a smidge, and I'll show you. That's why I left this to score and everything while I was live with you. So that's all we've taken off it. Okay, and then we need to score 3 7/8 on both sides. So if I do it up the top, I prefer to do it down the bottom, so you just have to bear with me there. So 3 7/8, which is up the top, is the one before the 4. Okay, 3 7/8. I was too lazy to work out my own measurements for this, so that's why I'm doing Barry's. And I would have liked to fiddle with it some more and see if I could work out something, but anyway, that's all right. Then we're going to measure down from the top. Turn that around so I don't know why I did that, because it doesn't really matter as long as I put the top up the top when I'm scoring it. So measure down from the top. I've got 3 1/4, and I've got, oh no, that's right, 3 1/4. It is, I think. Just going to check my measurement there. Just let me check. Sometimes you write things down and you can see my scribble there. I can't understand what I just want to get this right. So find the screenshot. And Barry's got his measurements listed on his, if you go to more, when you see the video, card base, 8 1/4 by 11 5/8, scored 3 7/8 both sides, and then marked 3 1/4 inches down from top both sides. So this is well I checked, 3 1/4 both sides. Just get a pencil, preferably one that fits in your track, and then you've got them both measured the same. Come here. Right, top, T for top on both so you don't get it mixed up. Now I'm just going to make sure I've got the 3 1/4. Got the right measurement there. And the DSP is, or designer series paper, is 3 5/8 by 7 3/4, 2 of those, and we're measuring down 3 inches. I'll just circle that, 3 1/4, and that scores. If I get to do my blog, I will put it all on there, but I haven't blogged for a while. So then this is a bit of a template to what we're doing. So we're going to, these are my soirees, I copied them off her. So that, hang on. This is what it looks like. So that's what your scores are going to look like. So there's your 3 1/4 one. So you're going to measure, you're going to not measure, you're going to score from, that's why I put the top so I don't get it mixed up. You're going to score from that little pencil mark to this score line here, okay? And this is the hardest part of the card. Actually, there was an error when this card was made, so, and it happens to us all, could happen to me. Fingers crossed it doesn't tonight, but it could. So got that. That one's going there and that one's going there, and then on this side we want to come, it's all coming from the centre, so the centre down, centre to the same score mark. I can't see that. Sometimes they're hard to see. I'm just going to do that so I can see where that, I don't know, I could see the other one properly, I just couldn't see that one. And then from there to the outer edge, and there you've got your piece, and you probably can't really see that. You'll see it properly when I'm going to cut my DSP and put that on there, and then you will see. And this is where the soiree made an error, but we forgive. So I'm using Violet Dreams paper, and I don't think it matters whether you, she said to put them both together. Barry didn't put his both together, but that's okay. Where's my, probably don't need a template for this, do I? So for this side, they're the same both. I'm going to cut both of them the same. So as long as you want your mark here, this one, just make sure if it's directional, Just make sure, which I didn't do on one of my cards. I'll show you that after. I'm going to put this both sides because I can't remember which side I wanted. I might be going to put these both sides facing out because I think I'm going to use the purple side. So have your pieces like that, have right sides together. Then you should get a mirror image. So what did I say? It's 3 inches, I think, isn't it? The DSP was 3 inches down. You only need to do this one side. I'm doing it both because I can't remember. And that's the top. If I change my mind and I want to use the blue, I'll just, yeah, so I don't know if you can see that. If you look at this, that's where you want your first cut to go that way. And then when you do them both together, then you flip it, it should be the same the other way. So I'll go from the pointy bit to the 3-inch bit. But like always, just gonna go back to my video. Like always, we're going to start in the middle of that because we don't start on a pointy end. Okay, so that's those two. Just did my nails, so I can't pick anything up. Then we're going to go from these 2 points. Mine aren't cut exactly the same, but that is all right. Then we're going to go from there to there, the pointy bit to the pointy bit. And then if you've done it correctly, you breathe a sigh of relief. This piece isn't directional, so I'm all good there. Just working out which bit is which. Good to do that before you go putting your glue on, although you've got to put both sides on. It's just sometimes you might need to adjust. And there, that's one side. And you can make sure of which side you want where, because both are the same, so you can flip it either way. So I want my marks, pencil marks, I want them not very good straight cutting, am I? I didn't cut that properly either. So 3 inches again. Can't remember which side till I have a look. So we want from the centre out to, you only need to mark the outer side, okay? And I'm going to turn that around. This is the top because it's shorter. And we're going to cut these ones. And this is This is the nervous one because this has got to be right. So we can come there. And then we're going to go from the top down to the bottom. We've got to start in the middle of this one. Then, yep, we're all good. I won't put all those down yet. I'll flip that over. And we'll get our glue on to these pieces. I'm not going to put the centre bit in yet because I'm not sure which side I want to be outside. I felt like this wasn't directional. You've got your violets up that way and that way, so just make sure you get your... I was going to see whether I wanted the blue or not, but we're going to go with the purple. Oh, this is gorgeous grape, by the way. I probably didn't say that. That back. Probably shouldn't have put that back, should I? Come here. And you can see it doesn't matter that I've put the pencil marks there because I'm putting my paper over the top. So you've got your border roughly the same. What's everyone been doing? It's been so wet today. I was happy that a friend called in for a cuppa this afternoon, which is why I'm a bit late, but that doesn't matter. It's always good to spend time with friends. Yeah. We go that way, I think. Yep. This skinny bit that's a bit tricky to get in, but it will all fit. Just got to make sure it's in between the score lines, not out. Card will be so beautiful that no one will even notice if you are a bit... You can't go over the score lines, but if you're a little bit out, doesn't matter. It's all good. See where I'm lining that there up. Okay, you probably can't see that. Lining that up there to be pretty close to there. And once you've got all this done, your card is basically done. Just got to decorate it. And there's a few different ways you can decorate it. I've done 2 ways, and I'll show you that. I haven't actually finished the card that from the Stamping Lounge yet. So I wanted to practice first, and then I thought, I think I'm going to do this for my live. But I better not use Miss Murray's measurements. I might get into trouble. But I respect other people, other demonstrators spend a lot of time and effort doing their own measurements, and if people go sharing them for everybody, then they're not going to buy their classes. They can get them elsewhere, so it's not really fair. You've got to have respect for other people, which I do. Stamping Lounge girls are amazing. The retreat was amazing. So if you want her measurements, you actually have to go and buy the retreat. I should have rubbed out that pencil line there, but I didn't. Again, not putting it over the score line. Might have worked better if I'd scored it, if I'd banished it first. But anyway, we'll see how we go. You can see why I didn't do this earlier and then just come on and stick bits on and tell you it's all stuck on, because you need to see how to do it. Now, flip it over. I'm pretty sure there's not a right side and a wrong side, is there? May not be, but I think I like this side better. So we're going to put our other bits on. The downside of glue is getting it everywhere, all over yourself. Just work out which side I'm doing. So I might actually do my burnishing. Make it easier to see. Yeah, not to stick my paper, won't it? It's a bit tricky. Don't want to. I might go that way first and then back that way. So we don't want to bend our cardstock. There we go. This one. Gone the wrong way there. Bring it in like that, like that, like that. That the wrong way too. So you do see both sides of this DSP, so that's what makes it a bit hard to choose. Go in like that, and then we go in like that. Okay, let's open that out, put our DSP on. Just want to place these so I know which bits go where. Not trying to glue them where they don't go, that must go there. Yeah, have I got it the right way up? Let's have a look at that. Like I said, I don't believe there's a right way and a wrong way, but I'm liking this way up for some reason. I think it looks more upright. And go there and see where this one's got to go. Can already see that that goes there by the design of the paper. And this one goes here. This one goes here. And this set I showed you last week too is available to purchase now because our online exclusives went live yesterday, as well as lots of other things that I have shared on my Facebook page today. Listen to that rain. So new mini album, there's new kits, there's online exclusives, there's a new class, a Stampin' Up class, Poinsettia. I can't remember what it's called. It's in the new online stuff. I tend to be using, well, I haven't on my first card, I used different paper, but I probably should have used that for this one, but that's just how it worked out. I wasn't sure what I was going to use or whether I wanted to use something different. I had to really think hard with this card. It took me, I don't know how long last night to, and then I still wasn't happy when I finally went to bed. I thought, oh, what am I going to do? I can't do this. I don't know what to use, how to arrange these violets. And then I was looking on Pinterest and I saw, not for this card, but for another card, and I thought, oh, because it really needed to go on an oval, and I didn't think I had any ovals until I was reminded by looking on Pinterest and seeing that, oh yes, I could use the Scalloped Wishes dies. So that's what and I still wasn't sure whether they would work. But that's what I've ended up using. Well, for the first card I did, I was getting a bit scared here. That looked as though it was upside down, but it's just the bottom of those violets. It's not upside down at all. Yeah, I still wasn't sure whether that would work, but I've done the other card I did with a belly band. This one's not going to be with a belly band. So I'll show you the two different ways to do it. And if you're wanting to use, I just want to keep making these. So I've got loads of DSP. It only takes one whole sheet of cardstock, but it takes loads of DSP. So if you've got some DSP you want to use up, perfect for that. Just bringing that down a little bit so that it matches the other side. And I'm in my lines here. Oh, and product of the month. Did I print that off? I did. And I've also shared some samples designed by some of the Stampin' Up people. If you look on my page, which You would be on my page now if you were watching me. And I did print off the flyer for you, and I forgot to grab it and show you, but it's just on top of my printer. I can just grab that to show you in a sec. So the beauty of this is you won't get your pieces mixed up because they won't fit. They're different either side, so they're not going to fit if you pick up the wrong piece. Also show you a little trick. Well, I'm hoping it works. This is not all tried and true. I haven't tried every single thing with this. Just hoping this works. Now, as I said, you don't have to work out which side's up, but I think until you're ready to put your decoration on, you don't actually need to work out which side's going to be the right side, but I think I want this side to be my right side. And that's our card. But of course we've got to decorate it. This is the bit I didn't know what I want. Actually, where's my stamp? Not use this stamp, and I think I might tonight use this little backgroundy stamp, I guess you call it. I've got stamps on blocks everywhere because I do want to finish the retreat cards, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I've been busy doing them. I've not been doing anything else much, just because this is already dirty, this paper. I'm just going to do my backgroundy stamping on here. Not sure whether I want to do that. Yeah, I think I want it more subtle, so I think I want to stamp off, get all the dirty bits off. And I'll just give that a bit more texture. And I wasn't sure, I was fiddling with ribbon before I went live. I wasn't sure whether I actually needed ribbon. And I did show you the colouring of these last week, so I'm not going to colour, it's already coloured. I just did these for practice and then thought, oh, I don't know whether I want to do that or not. I just want to see. Got glue all over my fingers. Try and tie a bow with glue on your fingers. It's not fun. I'm going to grab my hand sanitizer and see if I can get that off a bit. Not sure whether a bow will work in or not. I have to do a really tiny one, I think. And I've got wet hands from that now. Best to start off big and go small, I think. otherwise it's too hard to get it through. It kept flipping on me before. Thinking, what are you doing? Why are you flipping over? I think I got you before you flipped. Did I know? I like this ribbon, but I'm not enjoying tying bows with it, that's for sure. You get it right and it kind of flips. So you've got the other side of your, yeah, see? It's flipped over. I'll be getting frustrated with this and I'll be saying no ribbon soon. Come here. I'll be using my bow tire. Gotcha. Gotcha nailed down. Now, I don't know. Make it really little, otherwise it's gonna compete with my sentiment. I put that there. I don't know, I think maybe we need to have either or. What do we think? That to go there. I actually might just go with the ribbon because then I can use it for anything. I don't put any sentiments on it, I can do that later, can't I? Gosh, I'm hopeless at getting both sides the same. Still not right. So, a tiny little bow. Get off my finger. With a glue dot. Can find them on the roll. Oh, I better stick that on too, hadn't I? Stick that on my mat, and I think I might want that on with dimensionals if I can. Should be able to. Let's use some little ones. I don't want to pick up with my, I've lost my other pokey tool. I've got so much stuff on my desk because I want to finish the retreat cards before I put the oh God, yeah, I've got dimensionals stuck on each other. I'm going to put them too far out to the side because they might hang over. The flower might hang over and get off. I didn't want double ones. Just single will do, thank you. Now just being careful here because I was kind of measuring where I wanted something before. Didn't realise I'd taken the tops off the dimensionals and put my good piece down and then ruined it by, but I did fix it by placing it down on dimensionals, and it's stuck and I didn't want it to stick. There we go, that's fine. Now, we don't want a belly band on this, so, but we do want to only stick, you only want your embellishment or your, this thing, you only want this stuck here. You don't want it stuck anywhere else. So I'm not actually sure how this is going to perform. So what I might do, I might just put a smidge of glue here, just temporary, till I work out whether, yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, it will, that'll work. So now I might put some, throwing things around, put some other glue, just hold it there, don't stick it down or you'll have the other bit ruined. And then like that, and then we'll just need to pick it up. This is going to be a little bit tricky. I don't want glue everywhere while I'm manoeuvring that, do I? Probably should have put leaf view can go underneath there. I think you know what I'm saying. To manoeuvre this is going to be just a little tricky. I don't know if that's quite straight either, but isn't it pretty? It's very pretty. We've got to actually glue this piece. But we've got to manoeuvre. But this won't have glue on it, so we want, I can take that off. Should put a degree of difficulty on this card, shouldn't I? We only want glue. Let me flip it over. Do a pencil line. Where's my pencil? Where's my pencil? Where did you go? Here. So we only want glue from here to here. So in between there. I'm just going to do that in case I get confused. Easy to do for me. I'll use our little, I could play it safe and use glue dots, but it's a bit of a narrow margin there. So I'll just use this very carefully. And hopefully this will work and not look ridiculous. So I'd hate to mess up this whole card by just this one little thing. So now carefully go under. These bits. Come on. Maybe I should have stuck the flower on first. on last. I mean, that would have been clever, wouldn't it? That would have been very clever. Lift up you. I'll probably move that now, right? Let's go to the back and see. Make sure I haven't got any glue where it shouldn't be. I don't think I have. I've got it all skew with though. Oh no, I haven't. I've got it nailed down properly. Cool. The other thing you can do is just lift those bits up, I guess. Let me see if that's stuck. That's pretty good. There. Now the other thing, so I didn't just want to have a white piece there, but to maximise my paper, I can see how this is too short. I'm going to be a bit clever and put a piece of that. Actually, I could put a piece of, yes, that's what I could do. Put a piece of, didn't think of that till just now. A piece of that over the top. Or I could have used DSP, but I might just do this. Just get a tiny bit, probably about because I work in centimetres usually, didn't today. Maybe I will work in inches because it's easier to see the line on the 1/4 inch. Let's see what that gives us. Might be a bit fat. Come here. Gosh, do your nails and then you can't pick anything up. Oh no, I think that'll be all right. And that was, I think that was, what was it across there? I can't remember now. 3 5/8 perhaps. Yeah, 3 5/8. Go 3 it's got a wonky end on it. 3 5/8. Yes, they are. Of course that would happen, wouldn't it? I went from the bottom up and it's made it raggy. Just going to get that out of my trimmer because next time I use it, it'll mess something up. So a little piece in there. Rightio. Now to put this jigsaw together. Okay, I'm going to put my, this is pretty, isn't it? This is what I used for my first card. And I was going to see which side I wanted to use, but I've made the decision now because I've got glue on it. Put this far as I like up the top. And then I've got this piece down here too, and why I did that was to make it, to use up that piece, because it's probably not wide enough for a card. Front, I just thought I may as well use that up. Come here. I'm a bit wide at one side, but you guys won't care, will you? And then we'll put this in the centre. That's got chewed a little bit, but it's all right. It'll be all right. Now, some decorations in here. I thought I had, so I didn't really want to use my good stuff. Whoops, here goes my old pokey tool. I had some just normal leaves. Not because I did cut some that I was going to use. Oh, here we go. And I'll show you in the, what is it called? Pearlized specialty paper. And it's in the, what is it called? The Blooms, whatever they're called, set. So, but I don't want to, not really wasting it, but you know what I mean. I don't want to use it on my inside bit. And I've got these ones, and they're both the same. Drat. I did have a smaller one. Oh, where is it? Or did I not? Did I imagine I did? Are they both the same? They're both the same size. I thought I had a little one. Look at all my bits and pieces left over from the launch, the retreat. Alright, I'll just cut another one. Or I could use my special stuff, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Or do I? Let's just do it. Always cut more. Cut more, buy more. Where is it now? I've lost that too. Here we go. I must have thought that was a different size when I picked that up. Oh, maybe I don't have a big one in that either. Oh, here we go. We do. Amazing what I've got in this little bowl. And some die cut ones. Where are they? I cut these out of Freesia. So I thought, not Freesia, I did it out of Holland Heather because I thought that was more the colour. It's not listed on the back though, but it's purple. So, oh, come here. Fiddly things. I'll push that centre out. We'll do our little trick with that. Where the heck did I put that little bit of, here it is, darling duckling, to do centres with. Should be enough for both of them. If I knew that I had a lot of little tiny gems or embellishments, I would just do that, but I don't think I have. So there we've got our centres and one stuck to me. Those on there too first, hadn't I? Stick this one down. Very classy, this card, with this nice stuff. That's not where I had that, is it? Oh, did I have it on the white? Or did I have it on? I think I did have it on the white. Probably doesn't matter anyway. As long as it's there. This one can just go underneath. And I told you a lie last week. I didn't use all of the whole suite. I didn't use these little guys. I'm not sure whether I can use them tonight either, actually. I don't know that they're going to go anywhere there. So what I did for my other card was I blast from the past. I remembered I had some purpley coloured pearls. Don't ask me where they came from. Just use whatever you've got. I'm just not worried about what's current and what's not at the moment. I'm just using whatever I've got. I'm not going to put them on there. I'm just going to put them on here. And one up the top. Have you checked out the last chance list? It just reminded me, because I did actually, why I did, I don't know. Because I've got tons of embellishments, but I just thought I haven't bought any for a while. And she's bought these, but anyway. You might want to put a punch on top of that, like something heavy, to make that sit. And I think it's supposed to sit when the person receives it. It's supposed to sit like that, which I can't show you that properly. So, or the other way to do it, and I'll show you the two that I've completed. This was the other one, is with a belly band, like that. And I've used had a bit of a disaster there too. That's the one that I put, or this one underneath is the one that I put on upside down. So then I had this one coloured and I thought, oh, okay, what can I do here? So I've hidden the bit that tore underneath there, and I've made this one with a belly band. Belly bands aren't really my thing, because I think, I mean, I know they've got a purpose, but I just think, you know, what do you do with them when you're displaying your card? They just sit on the mantle, so that doesn't look very good without the belly band, does it? And this is another one, and I thought this paper was well and truly gone, but it's not. This was with Miss Worry's measurements. So, and the bloom something, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, my Wink of Stella's gone a bit funny on there. So this paper, Charming Day, I think it's called, or Charming something, is still available on the website. When I looked before, there's lots of papers that are still available. So this will be, one of these cards will be I'll be using the new poinsettia one. I'm thinking I'm designing cards in my head for, I want to do a Christmas in July. So I think I will do this with some paper that's actually still current from last Christmas with the poinsettia, new poinsettia one, which is one that you use with the new impressions mat. We've got so much new stuff, and there's lots more new stuff coming that I can't tell you about just yet. I don't know why my Wink of Stella's gone weird on there. I might put some more on. Okay, so let's line these cards up so you can pick your favourite. And let me know what you think. Okay. Thanks for watching me, everyone. Bye-bye.